haven't seen it, well, we're gonna spoil it.
Spoil it in your face.
That's your warning. So if you get pissed, it's all your fault. Woo-hoo. Woo-hoo. What's up, little biscuits and sun-dried tomatoes? This is your boy, Eddie Collins.
Guys, this is Justin Brown.
And we got a spooky one for y'all. We got a spooky, crazy episode for y'all. And to help us break down the Keenan Ivory Wayans spoof parody 2000 big blockbuster.
Fever Dream.
Scary
Fever
movie.
Dream.
Jazz and Kat from the Girl That's Scary podcast. Good to have y'all back. How y'all been?
Good. It's great to be back.
Yes, especially, talk about such chaos. I have not seen this movie in it's been 20 years. It's been
a long time.
We have lived so many lives since this movie came out.
Yes.
Wow, I'm a new person.
Yeah, it's nuts. I will say, because Justin and I have done a few Wayans Brothers movies on the podcast, and I was telling my wife when we were rewatching this earlier this afternoon, I'm like, this is actually my favorite Shawn Wayans performance, which doesn't say much because he actually knew how to deliver some comedy lines compared to other movies. I'm not a fan of white chicks. I'm just gonna throw that out there. I don't know how y'all feel about it. Yeah. I don't like white chicks.
Really?
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. All right, Brandon.
But how'd y'all like rewatch and revisiting Scary Movie? Because I like Jazz, I hadn't seen it in over almost 20 years.
Wow. There were some things, excuse me, there were some things that I JK'd at. I laughed. And then there were some things that I had to like we're all looking at each other right now. That's how I was looking at that screen and I was
it was like
call the police. I wanted to call the authorities. Some of the writers need their ass beat right now. You wrote that in 2000, you still need your ass beat. I don't care which one of you brothers, which one of
they
y'all
have
can line
lived
them up.
many lives, Jazz. In their family that we know public.
I know
they have lived many lives since this.
They
movie.
still need to run me my fade for some of these jokes. They need to catch a fade. Sorry.
I will say this is completely unrelated to the writing and the story and everything. Regina Hall has aged like a fine wine. I was like, I saw her in person a few years ago. I'm like, and I saw her in this movie. I'm like, man, she looks amazing.
I love her.
Yeah, she does.
That's
I love that she's. I just love that she got her DC. I mean, outside of being a baddie, I love that she still has her DC accent and everything. Like when you listen to her talk, and I'm just like, yes. This
you know what? I also looked her up. Carmen Electra still looks pretty decent, especially for a white woman of her age. And with I'm pretty sure she's had some work done, but she kept it together where she doesn't look like a fucking ghoul, which a lot of people in Hollywood, they do too much and then they start looking a little ghoulish. I applaud her for not going crazy with any procedures and whatnot. So Carmen Electra, good on you.
Yeah. So I'm curious though, so we can get on the same page about what connected with us and what didn't. Jokes wise, because you do a horror movie podcast, right? So you've seen all the slash movies. I'm sure you've seen Blair Witch, all the movies that they're parodying, right? So what jokes still landed for you when you rewatch this?
Okay, so all right. When I watched this at first, right? There's a lot of dirty jokes, okay? I didn't get those jokes when I was right over my head because when I was a kid, I wasn't doing that. I didn't know what they was talking about. Now I'm like, some of those dirty jokes, the ones that are not assaulty, some of when the afro when the hair popped up and he took the weed whacker. That's a dirty joke. That's funny, okay? That's funny. You saying that you roofied somebody and you had your tongue in their ass. That's not funny.
Yeah,
like
the
that.
Wayans brothers and their sexual assault jokes, with the Sean kept popping his fingers and booty holes and stuff. I was
the homophobic jokes. I'm surprised the slur didn't pop up, and I'm happy I didn't really, hear one. But I've seen all the movies and some of the movie jokes, where they hit somebody, I know what you did last summer. If y'all have not seen the new one that just came out, that's a journey too. But clearly, they hit somebody. The joke of the motherfucker getting up and it's all right. You don't need to do that, guys. I'm just gonna put my boots on. That's fucking hilarious. Yeah,
that was great.
We hit a boot. They were like, we hit a boot. It's like, where's the foot? I actually did laugh at that.
All of those hilarious. But like you said, Finger the ass. That's not funny. Like, what? Come on. Why are we doing that? Also, inside the car, I know it smelled crazy in there. What are y'all doing? The
Yeah.
windows is up and shit. What's wrong with y'all?
Oh yeah, and
Yeah.
there's a lot of fart jokes. Everyone's gassing up and stuff.
I
You
hate
know,
Yeah.
silly humor.
Yeah.
When I was a kid, I'm sure that was funny. I'm like, he, they farted. Now I'm like, come on, guys.
yeah. There's
I'm
some more
30
stuff.
something. I'm like, come on, please.
I
And a
mean, we
Ferris
got a
shape
Diddy
or
party
something.
joke in this.
Yeah, we did. We did.
That
Yeah.
My wife
that
And
turned to me, she's
these
like,
are
"Oh, so
niggas that
this-"
would have definitely been there.
Oh yeah, true.
Just
Oh, they
saying.
definitely would.
Hyper.
Yeah.
Yeah, like that late '90s Waynes. Oh yeah, for sure they were.
Definitely were
Yeah.
there.
did not
Oh.
age well at all. But at least they didn't make the
Um,
assault one, like Get Him to the Greek. That one was it Get Him to the Greek? One of those
Yeah.
other movies had like
yeah. Just give him
he
to
was
the Greek.
running
Give
down
him to
on
the
them. And
Greek.
I'm like, please. That's even for versus this one, they mention it and it was like, okay, she's talking to this guy, this backup dancer. But it's still the name. I was like,
Hold on. I'm sorry. Because I just listened to this today. Did y'all hear Uncle Luke on a podcast talking about he was invited to a party at Donald Trump's house, and he went with Mike Tyson and Eddie Murphy, and this is like years ago. This is like in the 90s, and he's just like every room there were things going on, and he was just like, we had to get up out of there because some of those girls look way too young. Just saying.
I mean,
Coming
that's
out-
every Hollywood party that's like crazy that I've ever like.
yeah,
I've
but
always
this
heard
is coming out. But when Uncle Luke is saying that, you know some shit was kind of crazy.
As
Uncle
soon as-
Luke?
As soon as you said Uncle Luke, did you see my
I'm
face?
like, they gave him first of all, they gave him a
Yeah.
microphone. Somebody gave him a microphone in
Exactly.
2025, is what you telling me. That's like asking me what the fuck
Exactly.
Ja Rule think of the economic state right now. Y'all gonna stop
I
doing that
actually
shit.
want to know.
Stop.
What up,
Cat,
my
I'm
baby?
tired of you. No, he had bops. Not gonna lie, them
I'm
albums.
fucking
Wild though. But it's funny because like after watching this movie and then randomly coming across this this podcast and hearing him talk about it, that's the first thing I said. Like Diddy parties, Trump parties is just like they were technically one and the same, except Trump's was almost exclusively young girls. Just saying, you do with that as you will.
All this shit is crazy and lock all these people up. That's actually how I
Yep,
feel.
every single one of them.
Throw
Every
them to a
single one of them.
volcano. You got some volcano news for him, Cat, so we can just find
I
one of them
do.
active janks.
I do.
Just drop them
There
in
is a
there.
volcano erupting in Sweden. It just started again within the last week or so. I do have random volcano news. You have to.
Yo, we can at any time we
Honestly,
can
yeah.
go to Iceland because they always erupt in them volcanoes up there. It's
That's
like
exactly
dropping
what's
niggas
happening right now.
inside, dropping
That's
niggas
what's happening right
inside.
now.
Listen,
Yep.
if all the volcanoes start exploding, I mean, between the global warming and everything, like, you know what? You know, it is what it is because
Maybe it's time.
yeah, the
It's
wife and I
happening.
watched a video yesterday on YouTube, a scientific video about all the different planets and how we can inhabit them, even Mars. And it was just like, what would happen to our bodies if we try to go to other planets? That was a trip.
Some niggas can't even eat peanuts. What makes us think we can go to another atmosphere? Like dead ass. Like
Yeah.
we be dying because it's a little too hot outside. It don't even be that hot. It be a little too
Yeah.
hot. Humans are fragile, and I don't
Yeah.
think. And then they're not very smart because if we could have been smart, but they decide to destroy the education and only give it to certain people instead of innovating the population as a whole. Because
Yep.
as an educator, I'm like, we could really all just be smart. But then
You got it.
how y'all gonna expect to get ahead of motherfuckers if motherfuckers can't read? Turn your brain on.
Yeah.
You're right.
Now,
You're right.
Now, I do want to go back to the scary movie in the parodies and how it spoofed things because I do think it was very effective. I know we really folks.
I know.
Stick with us. Okay, we gonna be cooking right now. I love the way that
I'm
it
gonna
did
say
parody.
Uncle Luke randomly throughout this podcast from now on.
Damn it, stay focused, Justin.
Go ahead. I'm sorry.
I love how it did parry the third act of Scream, like with the killer reveals and stuff like that.
Yes.
Because with the boyfriend, it's like ketchup. Just like my mom puts on her spaghetti, and then like the whole they were stabbing each other. And this is why this was my favorite Shawn Wayans performance because he's like, no, canceling TV shows makes you a psycho killer, and then he does the Wayans Brothers was a good show.
Yeah.
Even as a kid, I remember laughing like real hard, like, oh, this shit's like bad better than that.
Yeah.
But
Also parodying that is like, but wait, there's more, and the spit
that was
is
so
coming out. No, because if you look at the originals, he literally does that.
Yes.
Like, and the spit is all over the place.
yeah, Matthew Lillard was on one in Scream,
Yeah.
but I loved it though. Did anyone else see this movie in the theater with their mom by any chance?
No.
No.
Yeah,
I
remember
might
that.
have. I think I might have seen this, and I think I might have seen that second one. And I don't know if my mom, I don't think my mom, you know what she did? She dropped me and my siblings off. Because back in the day, you could walk in with them and, you just kind of drop them off and come
Mhm.
back, pick them up. She go to the mall. She like, it scared me. It's a comedy, whatever. I was like 10, bro. Like, I don't think I was supposed to be in there. Okay.
Yeah.
I had never seen no shit like that.
Yeah. Yeah, this movie was wild. Like I saw this when I was like 13 or something like that, and I remember being so uncomfortable. My mom, like, I didn't like you, Jazz. I didn't understand a lot of the sex jokes, especially like the huge cum explosion. I didn't quite get that, so I'm like, what? And then people are grossed out in the theater and stuff. I'm like, what's happening? And then now I'm older. I'm like, oh man, that was so uncomfortable to watch. My mom, Jesus Christ.
That is so much. I do not know what it's like to be y'all. I did not see this in the movie theater. My parents would be like, girl, what are you talking about? But I was allowed to rent the second one on pay-per-view. And so that was the time. And so I'm going to pretend like that was the first movie because I was howling. But I also enjoyed the second one better, just like I enjoy Scream 2 better than Scream 1. So this is where we are.
Fair. I think I enjoyed the second one better than this one. I saw this one on HBO when it came out because I was in college when this popped.
Okay.
Okay.
Yeah,
So okay.
I was in high school. I'm sorry.
Yeah, I was gonna say college, Justin. Like, do you know
Yeah,
how old you are? Like,
Amazing.
I'm like, are you a lot older than you said you were?
Man, I look good for my age. That black don't crack. Take a
I
look
gotta
at
admit,
me.
I did laugh really hard at the Kazam joke when Carmen Electra's like, "What's your favorite scary movie?" She's like, "Kazam." He's like, "That's not a scary movie." He's like, "Have you seen Shaq's act?"
And I didn't get that as a kid, but when the popcorn was getting bigger and bigger
Oh,
and bigger,
Oh
kind of like
yeah.
the joke they make in the third one with the hat, I was like, please. There were so many jokes. Even when when the parents hit her, like that kind of was a little like they hit her. She was giving up that neck in the car. I was like, oh,
Yep.
Oh yeah,
Mm-hmm.
that
I
was
ain't see
nuts.
nothing.
Right over my head. When I
Yeah,
saw it, I was like, oh, okay.
there was a lot of forced blowjob jokes in this movie too.
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah.
What's that about? What's going on? Also, y'all shouldn't be doing that while you driving. That might almost be worse than drinking and driving. What y'all doing?
I mean, it is, but it's great.
I'm going to mind my business. And it happens so many
Sometimes
times.
you gotta live
Like,
dangerously.
woo. No, what I did
yeah,
think was
sorry.
when y'all had said earlier, asked about like like jokes that still hit for you. What I thought was funny was that still sticks like I'm gonna slice you, dice you, play tennis with your balls. That part is hilarious to me because I am childish. And so then he has come in with this rap. All of the weed jokes are still funny for me. I don't care. It's Shorty is one of the funniest characters in the movie. Like he is a problem. He is stereotypical, but also
So
I am dying. I am dying. And these are some of the safer jokes, and that's a big stretch. So yeah. And of course, like you said, the ones that because the story is very much the entire Scream movie. So following that, trying to like laugh through that, squinting my eyes when they talk about Carmen Electra and they're like, "Oh, I got you with your boyfriend or your partner, whatever that dresses like a woman." I'm like, Jesus, no, what? That could be anybody. I thought it was Dennis Robin,
same.
and I
They
totally
showed up with
forgot.
Prince.
But I forgot they were in a relationship or messing
Yeah.
around with each other, and I was like, "Wow."
Wait, she was messing around with
They
Prince? I
got
didn't know
married.
this.
Yes.
I think they got married actually.
Yeah.
Wait, hold on.
Yeah, Justin, you
Yeah.
don't remember this in the 90s?
I don't
I didn't
remember.
even like follow
No,
basketball.
no. I know that she married Dennis Rodman. I didn't know she married Prince.
Oh, she was.
Oh, no,
she was one of Prince's protege girls.
Oh, I
They
did
didn't
not
get
know
married
that.
though, right? They just were.
No.
I thought they would just mess around. I didn't think they got
Okay.
married.
Yeah, because I know for sure she married Dennis Rodman.
Yeah.
But,
She's married
then,
David Navarro too.
She's outside. Yeah, she's
that was the one. They were together for a while.
Mm-hmm.
They were 4 years.
I mean, that's
Enough to be on a lot of MTV runways, fluffy
Yeah.
hats, matching outfits.
just as like, what's 4 years? I don't. That's nothing to me.
No, but I mean, but 4 years in Hollywood is actually, you know what? That's like a decade. That's like 2
especially
decades.
now. Yep.
We live so many lives.
Them relationships apart.
Yeah. Again with the opening, it's so silly. Like when there's all the weapons on the table and she's running and then she grabs
She
the
grabs a
banana.
banana.
I was just like in the death and safety. I was like, okay, this is silly, but you could also tell there were so many different comedic voices, kind of like fighting each other. Like tonally, it's all over the place, like with the different jokes, which
Yeah.
in a way kind of works. But like they throw so much at the wall, it's kind of like there's more misses than hits, especially like as it's aged. That's the unfortunate part.
Well, I think, so obviously this movie is in the vein of like Airplane, The Naked Gun, and things like that. And I think because The Naked Gun, Airplane, those movies were written by a team with a particular voice, while this one was clearly like, hey, writer's room, get your best stuff in there. And we're throwing anything. That's why this feels so disjointed, because there's not one singular voice, or I guess even if it's not one singular voice, but it's just like everyone's kind of on the same page. This does feel like a writer's room that's just in competition with each other. That's the way it came off to me. All the
And
jokes
also all
wise.
dudes. It's all guys.
Well,
It's
yeah, of
just male
course.
writers. So
Clearly, when that
yes.
implant came out and he was like, "Ooh," I was like, "Ah,
It's a lot of semen
it's too
jokes.
much." A lot
A
of
lot of
Siemens, a
things.
lot of horny
Yeah.
jokes,
A lot of penis
lot
talk.
of a lot of men assaulting men jokes. I was like, y'all scared of each other. Is this an untapped fear? But I know, some of the men, they be scared of each other.
Mm-hmm.
That's a lot. And also we keep forgetting, me and Kat talk about this a lot when we talk about slashers and stuff. They're in high school. These are teenagers. You say he went to jail and a grown man did what? These are teenagers. Let's not forget that they're in school.
Yep.
They're in
Well,
school.
Mm-hmm.
they did make that joke about the ages, though. Remember, they're at the fountain. They're like, "Oh yeah, we'll
Mhm.
get like 20, 30-year-olds to play high school kids." So they
Oh
acknowledge
yes.
that, but it's still, yeah. I mean, some of the themes are just very problematic when it comes to like sexual assault and stuff, for sure.
While we're here, I'm going to bring up was it Gail and Officer Doofy? Yep.
He look like a 12-year-old.
Hey,
Mm,
that
Yeah.
is
mm,
not. And the
mm.
teacher who
Wow.
literally was holding the
Oh,
baby and said, "Go to your daddy." Police,
It's getting
police,
crazy.
police,
Well,
right
also I know
now.
it was reflective of the time because also I'm still not saying not lock these people up. There were a lot of stories
oh yeah.
while we were
Mm-hmm.
coming up,
Mm-hmm.
during our time, of, like people, that lady that fell in love with that teenager assaulting him and stuff, and then they got
Yep.
married after that. She died of cancer. Crazy.
Mm-hmm.
She died of cancer.
She died of
That
I feel
woman.
sorry
cancer.
for her ass.
Oh shit.
I think
Did y'all
during
ever
Yeah.
lockdown.
did y'all ever see that movie with Julianne Moore and Charles Melton, where she's like the woman, the older woman that like
That's the story.
oh, that's the story it's based
Yeah.
off of?
Yep.
Okay. Yeah,
Huh.
that movie is wild.
I have not seen that movie,
May
and I don't
December,
know
I
if I
think it's
want to.
called. No, it's not a fun watch at all. It's like, because it's the kid is older, so they have 2 kids together, and then, like, one of them's graduating high school, so he's like a young, like, mid-20s guy watching his kid graduate, and he's all fucked up, and he's trying to, like, guide his kid. It's, like, really disturbing, but the performances are good, but it's a fucked up story,
That's
for sure.
wild.
Yeah, that's a horror movie. Speaking of which, how come y'all pick scary movie? Because our producer Lluvia sent over a list. She said Nightmare on Elm Street 2, The Cell, Tusk, Killer Book Club, The Platform, Heretic, and Hannibal.
Well, I know we covered a good chunk. Like we talked about Heretic, Platform. Um, have we done Tusk? We've done all of Nightmare on Elm
We
Street.
have talked about Tuss to a
Uh,
certain degree because Justin Long
oh
needs to go to
yes,
prison.
yeah. A lot of these we hadn't talked about, but Scary Movie for a fact we hadn't talked about. And I was like, okay, and then also this was gonna force us to watch it because me and Kat are probably not gonna put it on the schedule, so we need to get out of our comfort zone and talk about the comedies. I thought, for
Fair.
me at least, a
I
little
want to do
out of the
something
comfort
chaotic.
zone. Yeah, I
Oh,
do.
you
We
do
do. We
chaos.
love chaos. Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, this was nuts. And then the cast was it's insane. But I will like, credit this for obviously introducing us to Anna Faris, who I think is a very like strong comedic actress. She's great. It's just there's some weird stuff in this movie that like just doesn't hold up. Like the whole doofy thing with like, you know,
Yeah.
the mentally challenged cop and he's dookie all the time. And you got Sherry O'Terry over here molesting him, but then it turns out they were both in on it at the end. I was like, this plot doesn't have to make sense because it doesn't, but it's just like I don't know what was going on there in that guy's performance.
Yeah. I mean,
There's nothing really to say about
yeah,
It's the
there's really nothing to
2000s.
say about it. Yeah. Yeah. It's the 2000s.
There were a lot of not just shows and media, but a lot of things comedians who would like, try to pretend to be like they had a delay and they thought that was fucking funny. I forgot what what comedian was it? Was it Carlos Mencia? It was one of those comedians, and he had the little diddity whatever song. I was like, that's
That was Carlos Mencia.
yeah. I'm like, y'all, that was a run like in the early aughts. That was a thing. Like that was, oh, we can joke about that. That's funny. Like any low hanging fruit was like, let's go ahead and get these jokes off. Let's go ahead and do.
I mean, but let's give Carlos Mencia a little bit of credit here. He most likely didn't write it. He probably stole it from some other comedian, lower level comic. So it's not necessarily his.
Yeah, but he still read it and said, you know what? I'm gonna do that. I'm gonna go ahead and copy this.
No, he saw somebody performing on stage. It's like, that's the one I want. That's the one I want from him. Trash.
Yeah. I gotta talk about so there's obviously a few cameos in this movie. I forgot James Vanderbeek popped up when that Dawson's Creek bedroom scene.
Yeah.
I didn't know who that man was. I'm so sorry. Sorry to that white man. I did not know who that was. I've never seen Dawson's Creek. Kat knows this about me. I figured it was from some show, and I'm like, some people laugh. I don't know who the fuck that is. I'm so sorry.
Every time you do this,
you ain't know Dawson. You ain't know Dawson.
It's all right. But my wife doesn't know like all these white stars and stuff. But
it's okay.
When they did the Blair Witch parody and stuff like that, and like like when she's running, Sherry O'Terry's running through the woods. And my wife was like, "Oh, but Anna Faris was in Blair Witch Project, right?" I was like, "That's a different white woman." She's like, "I think they look the same. It's fine." I was like, "Oh, damn."
Yeah. See, Tati just got canceled.
Yep, she did. I did laugh that they acknowledged Jack Black's crazy ass performance, and I Still Know What You Did Last Summer, because I don't think that gets enough attention in like cinema. I feel like we gave Jack Black a pass on that.
I didn't give him one or Brad Pitt. And what movie where he was like meet Joe Black at the end? We was talking about everything gonna be all right. Fuck you. Right. No. I remember that.
What he's
the
still
North
talking
remembers.
He's talking Jamaican.
Patois. You don't speak no fucking patois. Shut up. Like it just. I don't forget. Anytime I see a white man in locks, you're not going to convince me that that's not a problem. That's a problem. Before he said anything, I saw him and I said, "Wow, y'all got Jack Black in this week. It's crazy."
What's the movie with Gary Oldman when he's in dreadlocks and he's a villain? Yeah, there's a movie with Gary Oldman.
Yeah. Fuck. We watched it recently, and he has fucking gold teeth.
No, I know you.
Yeah, he got gold caps.
Yeah,
he got gold silver caps on.
I'm writing a letter. I'm writing a letter to whom it may concern.
Let me tell you right now. So I was dropping off a coworker. Yeah, I was dropping off a coworker at the train station. And mind you, this is in Long Island, New York, Manhasset. So very affluent area. Put it like this. J-Lo used to have a house in Manhasset. So we're talking money there, right? Dropping this girl off at the train station. And all of a sudden, I look over and I had to do a double take. I saw a white man standing out there with some like 2002 Sean Paul fucking cornrows. I was like, what is going on right now? What is going on? Like, and he was serious with it. I'm like, what?
Chet Hanks? Who was it?
I was like, what the fuck is happening right
We're living in our last days.
Oh yeah, it's over for us. It's over for us. Send a comment right now. Just blow up the core. We're done. We're fucking done.
It was the early 2000s were nuts, man.
This is crazy. My internet was going crazy for like 5 seconds, but when y'all was talking about the police officer and you were like, people need to, this is stuff they were doing in the past. I'm here to report that that gentleman is actively still doing that bit in present day life, because he's, when you're doing the cons and those horror cons and you're being, yes, I'm here. I just thought I would deliver that information. Yes. Go look it up when you get a chance. Just
really
go ahead and do your research.
I'm sorry. Wait, no, hold on. Sorry, please. Are you telling me that the officer who plays Doofy is doing that?
Yes.
Okay, I'm also another letter. Let me go ahead and let me open another document so I can.
I'm telling you right now that's what's happening. But I'm glad my internet's getting it together here.
Yeah, no, we gotta put him on the Summer screen.
You know what? You know what, Jazz? I'm writing a letter too. Get this nigga up.
We ride at dawn. Please
and then
stop.
People are taking pictures at them cons. I'm trying to tell y'all.
No. Oh man. I mean, I did okay. The parody of The Usual Suspects, I didn't see that coming when I first saw this, and I was one of the few movie nerds. Even my mom didn't get the reference, like with the Doofy straining his leg and stuff like that. I was like, "Oh, Usual Suspects," and they had the little fish from the coffee mug, which was really random. But and I remember being like, "Oh, that's fun," but like it doesn't make any sense at all, like plot wise. It's just I don't
Yeah.
know what happened. And then she gets hit at the end of with the car. Was that a parody of Final Destination?
Well, Final Destination hadn't come out yet. That came out
It
what?
came out in 2000. Oh,
Or just came out. It could
Yeah.
have because it would have just came out.
yeah.
Or
Yeah, it
did
might
Meet
have.
Joe Black come out by this time?
He gets hit by the car at the end?
No, at the beginning.
A lot.
Oh.
Yeah.
When
I
he
haven't
gets
seen that movie in
slammed
a
by
while.
those two cars, he gets hit by one, and the next one comes in.
Yeah, that was 98.
Yo,
Okay,
at the
maybe that
oh,
one.
that was 98?
Mhm.
Okay. So, like, mind you, when I was a kid, I found that this would be the funniest thing I ever saw. I rewound that shit over and over again, and like me and my brothers,
Yo,
my
that's
mom even laughed
indications
at
of
that
some
shit.
mental health issues, bro. I don't wanna,
Bro,
like, be the guy to tell you, but
yo,
you
my
might have some
mom,
issues.
we were all laughing at that shit. When he's
Oh,
standing
that's a
there,
generational thing.
they
This illness we're talking about.
they have that little meet cute, and he's sitting standing out here in the street. He dies in one car, and then like,
By the way, spoiler alert that he dies at the beginning.
oh God,
way to do that.
yo, we did that movie on this podcast, Brandon.
We
Stop
did
it.
not do Meet Joe Black.
Yes, we did, didn't we?
No, see,
If
this
we
is the
did it, oh
problem with
well,
Cat and
oh well.
Jazz when you get older, like Justin,
It
where you
might
don't
be
even
fine
remember
for
how
us.
old you are. You don't even know what movies you're reviewing.
Either
It's all
way,
good.
niggas were laughing. We rented it from Blockbuster Video, and we wore out that tape, just rewinding that one part to watch him get killed over and over again. And we were howling, fucking howling. Our entire fucking house as a
The
family
effort.
together, because we all trash. We all trash.
Okay. This feels like that scene from Crooklyn.
Oh my God.
Oh,
Bruh.
yeah.
The effort to rewind a tape. It's not even a DVD where you just hit the back button. Do you know you
Yeah,
gotta,
kids don't,
you gotta
kids don't
keep
know
hitting
that
the bitch for
struggle.
real?
Kids don't know the
No,
struggle.
no, we had the remote. We had the remote at that point. We had the
Shout out to
remote.
Oh,
Oh, you
fancy.
fancy.
Yeah, we
he
had the
was not
remote
holding the
now.
button.
No,
I mean, we had
no holding
I
the
was
boat. We had
holding
the
the button.
remote. Yeah,
We were too
just
lazy. We didn't go to the
crying.
machine. We were too lazy to do that.
crying.
That's too many steps.
You know, it's funny. I think. Okay, so I just happened to see Meet Joe Black recently. I just thought it was for this podcast, and I got to tell you right now, I watched that scene, and still to this day I cry because I just think it's one of the funniest things I've ever seen on that screen. And it's not supposed to be funny, but that nigga getting hit by that car like
All right, so Scary Movie. The title is actually
that's funnier than this entire movie. Oh, I'm sorry.
so the title is actually originally, for Scream fans, that was actually the original title for Scream when it was first being shopped around town. It was called Scary Movie. A lot of people don't know that. That's why, like, to the earlier point that was made, this like is basically a parody, full parody of Scream with other horror films interjected. I mean, I did love the parody of Halloween where she looks out the window and he's there with the hook. I know what you do last summer, and then she turns away. He runs to the tree because that's what these dudes do to make that creepy. Like, if I'm a psycho killer, and I'm trying to fuck with someone's mind. I gotta like hide real quick.
But that's if you've seen what is it? Behind the Mask, the Leslie Vernon. Yeah. Watch that. That is pretty much all of that. The behind the scenes of what the killers be doing when you're not looking.
I thought she was going to bring up Johnny and his antics.
It could be Johnny too, but that's like him, but it's a little different because that's a ghost. This one, Leslie Vernon, not so much. So
got it. Okay, I have to ask because we talked about jokes that kind of worked, and obviously we're talking about some jokes that like, ooh, child, don't do that. But what is a problematic joke that did make you laugh?
Oh, I don't know the problematic joke. Oh, wait, hold on.
Like, what is a joke that like is like it'd be hard for you to do it now, but like that did make you kind of like laugh or chuckle? Because for me, it was the parody of the I Know What You Did Last Summer. What are you waiting for? The principal's like gonna jump. Yes. I have to admit, I laughed. I did laugh at that. Like, obviously, suicide's not funny and things like that, but that like because it's the scene it was parodying and how it was set up, I was like, all right, this is so silly. I had to laugh.
I feel that. The what are you waiting for is always funny in whatever context because
What was Jennifer Love she would do?
what the
What
fuck
was
is
she?
wrong with
Yeah.
her?
Yeah, why was she spinning around like that?
Look,
This
the
is
director,
hard.
I don't know because a lot of the jokes, it's hard for me to laugh when the joke is stinky, right? A lot of the jokes that hit were the ones directly related to
The
parodies of
movies. Okay.
movies.
Yeah.
So they kind of aged a little bit better for me, especially after watching it 20 years later. Because I'm like, dang, I'm trying to think of something that would be really problematic, right? Go ahead, Kat. I think you got one.
I
in your
know
head.
what it would
Go
be,
ahead.
but also it's not this movie. It's the second movie for me. So this is not it. I can tell everybody when we're done recording. But yeah, no. This one is hard because a lot of the jokes that are really shaky, I mean, that like stick for me that are shaky are all around like they're still related to somebody being forcibly doing some shit they weren't supposed to do. So I'm like,
Yeah, that's why I'm like, they're not
or the
funny.
homophobic jokes, because I was like, I felt like that ran on for a little too long. Even when I was a youth dem, I was just like, I mean, people be gay. And
The
it was a
only
real
one-
shaky time for gay people. So I'm just
Yes,
like, this is
Mhm.
it
just
is.
this joke is still going. And then it ran on
Yeah.
into the second movie. And I'm like,
Bruh, because he continues
Is this
that
the
every
truth?
movie he's in. One joke that could have been funny when he's at the locker and like he said, "This shirt made me look gay," and then when he turns it, he should have just
Yes.
turned it and not said anything and said, "Okay," because I'm trying to look gay, bitch. That's what that would have
Right.
made it funnier to me. But no, it's kind of the like they messed it up by asking again. Because I'm like, that could have been if he hadn't said, he just turned it in and just said, "Bitch, I'm in here." That could have been funny, but then they fucked it up. I do think Sydney's dad being a drug dealer was funny as a bitch. Like that,
Oh,
it's
yeah.
kind of
I'll
problematic.
recognize.
Go ahead.
Did y'all recognize who that actor was? Justin, I know you recognize who that
That's that
was.
guy.
I had no idea who that is.
That's Henry from Blank Check.
There
That
we go.
is. That was just like, oh, he was still working in 2000. Okay,
Wow.
good for him.
Okay,
Nice
I've seen
dude.
Yeah.
this movie. I forgot about it.
Yeah.
I still don't. I'm trying to
been a while since
visualize
Blank
who
Check.
that was in that movie. It's
Oh, he was
He
the
was the limo
weird
driver.
limo driver.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
okay, and now he's stepping on
You're
bricks.
like, I still don't know who that is.
I don't know
And
who
now
he is.
he's
I'm so
the
sorry.
weird dad who is probably in the BDSM. That probably is activities, which is not that weird, but
And
they
clearly
made
Well,
smuggling
well,
drugs for the cartel because he had the whole like, oh, don't, if the
I-
cops come see him a plumber.
Yeah, or I left some for you. What to step on it with? That was funny. I was like, come on, not you tell her to step on the brick. Like what? But then
So-
also he makes a joke about, did you get some numbers for me? This is high school. What the fuck? Sorry.
yeah. So also now the thing is like when he comes in at the end, he's like you said he's in the BDSM. It wasn't that he was being raped by Shawn's character. That's
that
what they
never
alluded-
landed for
that's-
me.
His pants around his ankles. That's what I got.
That's what they were alluding to.
That's
So
lot of them
that
rape
was more of
jokes.
like, yeah.
Oh
it was
my
that was more of a
God.
Quentin Tarantino, in the basement type joke.
For Pulp Fiction kind of thing.
Yeah.
See, and
Yeah.
that's why we
'Cause he
gotta
had the
burn
thing in
this
his mouth
movie.
now.
We gotta burn it up. We chose the
Yeah.
bad movie, everybody.
Damn, fuck up.
Because all these years,
all right, I
all
guess we're gonna do that.
all these years to be on Earth, I was like, yeah, he was just doing all kinds of stuff. He was doing freaky boy activities, which
You
were
just thought he
you know
had a kink.
fine. And
No,
he
you're
was
being
he
assaulted.
was selling drugs.
Mhm.
No,
Yeah, this movie was out of pocket. I honestly feel like this is the reason why Sherry O'Terry never blew up. I feel like this movie, like her portrayal as Gail Hailstorm, like I think that there's some things. I think there were some performances in this movie that like some people didn't recover from.
Wasn't she on Mad TV? What was
Fair.
this? Which
She was on
She's from
SNL.
SNL.
SNL? I was trying to find. She was on one of these shows. Mm.
And she was like a star on SNL. It's like she was like
Yeah.
one of the premier people. She was like she was like the chick. You know what I'm saying? She's like that female actress that was just going crazy in every single sketch. Then nothing. Her and Chris Kattan, they were doing very well on the show, and
Yes.
they never had a career afterwards.
Which is wild because I think Chris Kattan is hilarious. So hopefully nobody else
And
tells
he was
me. that
working.
Chris
He
Kattan
he
is
had Undercover Brother. That was about it.
Well, no, and he was, and wasn't he in the 1999 House on the Hill? Wasn't Chris Kattan in that?
Oh yeah,
too?
yeah. But I mean, Jazz, that movie didn't do well.
in
Yeah.
her mind.
Okay, to be fair,
Box office wise, that movie did not do well.
I know it didn't do well,
In my heart.
but when you go back and look at it, it's not that bad.
No, it is. Come on now.
A guilty pleasure, I
I saw that in
presume.
theaters. To be
Well,
fair, was I
still
like
in the
8 when
theaters,
I
too.
watched it in theaters? Sure,
Yeah.
but so I forgave a lot of stuff. I was a child.
I saw it in the theater with my mama too. Like I saw way too many problematic movies with my mom in the theater. I saw
Me
Monsters
too.
Ball.
I saw
Shout out to
Scream
moms.
in theaters. I was 6.
Listen, I saw Species in the movie with my
You're doing a
mama.
good job.
That was not the movie. My mom, I was looking at my mom, was like, bitch. What are you
That's why
thinking?
it's got you in House of a Thousand Corpses. I was in there.
Oh Jesus! You saw that in the movie
So
theater?
Yeah, I was their 13th birthday. I saw that. The remake of the Texas Chainsaw Massacre because I was just turned 13. My mama took me. We
Sweet
was
God.
both in there like this. She was
Oh,
outside.
Jazz, I saw the Jessica Biel Texas Chainsaw Massacre sequel or reboot, whatever that was. My friend Baron, right, with two brothers in the middle, like it's in Ann Arbor, Michigan, so we're surrounded by white people. When that white girl shot herself in the head, my friend Barrett viscerally shook in his seat. It was like, I gotta get out of here.
I don't know if y'all know the story with Kat. I don't know if y'all have time, but please, Kat, retell the story of you
Really
watching this
quickly,
movie
because
real
I
quick.
know we have already segued
Please.
it so far
Story
from the
time.
movie. I watched it in the basement, like as soon as it came on DVD. We rented the DVD. I put it into the computer machine, and it got to that scene, like me as a teen, headphones on in the big back computer, and I'm this close to the screen. So when Mama shot herself in the head, I paused the movie. It took my headphones off because I was crying. I didn't even realize that I was crying when I watched it because I ain't never seen no shit like that before in my life. And I took a deep breath and just put the headphones back and just finished the movie with tears coming out my eyes because I ain't never seen no shit like
The fact that she kept going sends me every time.
because
he
like
broke you. He broke you.
because
That movie shows you can't trust white people.
Is that like 2002, 2003? We ain't never
That
seen
was
no shit like
2003.
that.
Yeah. You can't that movie showed you like you can't
Oh,
trust
no.
because white people have terrible judgment. This girl was telling them, do not go that way. She's like, don't go I'm asking you to do anything else but go down this road. And they're like, it's fine.
Bet.
Bam. Yeah,
So-
that's nuts.
I think. I see. You know what, hon? This is the thing I wanted to say. So one of the reasons that Chris Kattan didn't take off is because he had a hip injury. Like he broke his hip, so he couldn't do any of the physical comedy stuff that he was known for
No.
anymore. So that was a big reason on why his career didn't go the way, because like he physically couldn't do all the stuff that like he was popular for.
That makes me so sad. I follow him on
Yeah.
the internet because he's so funny in my heart. I'm so serious. I love
Oh,
those
yeah.
Night at the Roxbury. I love that movie.
Mango.
Oh,
Pray for me. Yeah, he needs to be locked out. So
Yeah.
just keep me in your heart as well.
mm.
I'm still learning every day.
Speaking of being locked up, the creepiness that are revolved around these 90s actresses, I actually like, because Jennifer Love Hewitt's been doing the press circuit and talking about how creepy people were in the 90s towards her. And then like Shannon Elizabeth is in this movie as Buffy
Yeah.
Gilmore. I remember I was like, oh man, she probably like had all the creeps in Hollywood coming after her. Because all
Oh,
they
for
do is
sure.
have her push up bras and tight clothes and stuff. And it's weird because if you go to a Wikipedia page, it's like American actress and then professional poker player. So I guess she kind of pivoted from Hollywood.
Okay.
Because she's probably over the bullshit.
Well, she needed a way out. She needed a way out, and to try to get her ass off Weinstein's list. Let's be totally honest. This is a Weinstein
yes.
produced
Yeah.
film.
Yeah, because Marlon talked about how they took away Scary Movie. Like they had to, I think that's why they're doing a new one because they had to buy the rights from Miramax after the whole Weinstein company fell apart and shit.
Yeah.
It's crazy. Yeah.
That's why
So,
some
like,
of those jokes probably was flying because, of course, they're going, ha, that's funny.
Yeah.
Ooh, yeah. Whew.
Also, this gambling trajectory, this is giving the Jennifer Tilly storyline. I know you're laughing because me and the casino are like this, but also
1-800 gambling.
That's right. But when you're telling me this, I'm just like, you know what? This makes sense. She's probably getting to the bag because I see Jennifer Tilly dressed in diamonds every day. So somebody's winning something on them tables.
Well, I mean, Jennifer Tilly also she happened to marry one of the co-creators of The Simpsons. So she
that too. But she plays a mean hand of poker.
Good for her, because then she can 10x that shit. Good for her.
Let me tell you, as somebody who works in casinos every now and again, I'll be going down this weekend.
There you go.
the degeneracy at those tables is something different. You do not
Well,
want
yeah, I mean, man, I used to take the bus to, with my friends to Atlantic City, like every now and then, and we would see people on that Friday afternoon bus who would go every week.
Yes.
Every
Mhm.
Friday when they got their check, they were on that bus to get the $10 voucher at Bally's and to spend their weekend just gambling away their paycheck. It was nuts.
It
So
is insane.
my question, Brandon, why were you going down to Atlantic City every other week or something like that?
Oh,
Get
no,
some back.
I said not. I didn't say every other week. I said every now and then
Every
because
now and then? Every now and then is a lot for Atlantic City.
bro, it was a cheap place to go, like for nightlife and stuff like that. Like, and like the hotels were mad cheap. Like
Yes.
between four of my friends, we could get a decent hotel suite for like less than $200 a night.
You sure can.
Yeah, I mean, you can.
Cat no.
You
And
can,
also, the
but do you
outlet
want
shots were
to?
popping back then. The outlets were
I
popping
want
back
to.
then.
I want to see. I ain't
The-
been there yet.
The outlets still have
Oh, Jazz, you
outlets
don't
now.
have to go.
Oh, she's
You don't
Oh
have
no, I
to.
gotta
I
go one time.
Atlantic City has gotten a lot better in the surrounding town around the casinos, but the casinos have gotten worse. So it's
It's a
like,
time.
it was. There was a time for Atlantic City. That time is over. Atlantic City is on its last leg. Atlantic
It-
City is on its Backstreet Boys tour. You know what I'm saying? At any time, the knees are about to fall off.
I'm
Yo,
screaming.
Backstreet Boys at the Spear. Okay, they living it up right now.
Yeah, yeah.
Backstreet's
But
back, all
it's
right.
they on borrowed time, baby. They on
They
borrowed
definitely
time.
are. They just had funk
Aren't
fest
we all?
parties there. I was just there.
Everybody now.
jeez.
I'm sorry.
Listen, yo,
I was
he
just
had a
saying.
whole party. There's money in the room in Atlantic City, and I'm gonna just look at the ground.
1-800 gambling.
Let's go.
Just look down. I know.
Oh
All right.
God.
Our producer Lluvia did pull up some Letterboxd reviews of Scary Movie that she thought we should read on this episode. So the first one is from Sand, who wrote, "Most of the jokes are so obviously dumb, but I think the Wayans were onto something when they centered their spoof on a film that is already a parody of horror. 3 out of 5 stars." So, all right, straightforward review. Manny Leota wrote, "I don't care anymore. I'm rating this a 5. I have laughed at every single stupid fucking thing in the movie for my entire life. This shit is amazing. 5 out of 5 stars."
Are you all right? Is everything okay?
Manny's not
Oh,
okay.
Angry, just angry.
Yeah.
Angry at herself.
Their last name is Leota, so they just lost Ray. You know what I mean? They're going through a hard time. Eleanor, R.I.P. sir. Eleanor wrote, "Anna Faris doesn't get the recognition she deserves. She should be the one with Chris Pratt's career. It is true.
yes.
5 out of 5 stars."
Fair.
Yeah. What was the last thing she did?
The
I
Walmart
can't-
commercial I just recently saw.
Okay, she's in a Walmart commercial. Got it.
Listen, it was one she had what is that, pink eye, and you have to deliver the medicine. I'm not joking. I'm dead serious.
She's not
And
a
it's-
pink eye commercial.
It is.
Yes, she
it's not
is.
about. She has
No.
pink eye in
It's
the
about
Walmart commercial.
delivery services.
Oh, okay,
Yeah.
hold
You
on.
can't go
Is it
nowhere.
is it funny?
She tried.
It's all right.
There was
Oh,
some
boy.
jest.
All right.
Bro, I don't think catching pink eye is funny. So.
All right. Well, Emma wrote, "If you
My
hate
fault,
this,
now goes
why are
I.
you
Got butt particles.
That's doo-doo butter all up in your iris.
All right. Emma wrote on Letterboxd, "If you hate this, why are you a killjoy? Why do you hate comedy? Why do you hate fun? Why do you hate hot people?" It's a classic. 4 out of 5 stars.
Okay. Why
Okay.
do you love sexual assault so much?
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
Wait, hold on.
Tell
Let
me.
them know. Let them know.
Rebaru wrote, "My whole life, I thought this and Scream were the same series."
Yes.
I'm sorry, that's fucking funny.
That's funny. That was a mind fuck right there. That's
Yeah.
crazy. To go from this to Scream 2 would be nuts. All right. And then Calvin wrote, "You need something called taste to enjoy this movie. Not everyone has that. 5 out of 5 stars."
Ooh.
Okay.
Yeah, I guess. All right. So I guess we don't got no taste. So having said that, Justin, break down our rating system, baby.
Stop calling me baby. So, guys, you know how we do this. We rate movies bags of popcorn, small, medium, large, and the XL for the exceptional. If a film doesn't deserve any hot, buttery, delicious popcorn covered in a little doo-doo butter to give you that pink eye, we throw it into the stale popcorn pile. We pile piles and piles of stale popcorn on top of it. So, Brandon,
No, ask the
Jazz,
guest.
Cat, we sat down and we watched the 2000 comedy horror parody film Scary Movie, starring Marlon Wayans,
Why are you
Carmen Electra,
screaming?
I'm sorry, my fucking shit's cracking. Sean, Marlon Wayans. It's basically a
You need
Wayans Brothers
insurance, brother.
property. Anna Faris, Shannon Elizabeth, and all these good people. Regina Hall, of course. Kat,
Mm-mm.
Jazz, what say you?
Okay. I'm gonna have to give this a medium unsalted popcorn. Okay,
Okay,
a
fair
medium
enough.
unsalted popcorn with some butter, but it's unevenly placed. So part of the popcorn is good, but then the other part is like, damn, why y'all do me like that? And it ain't got no salt on it. So I
Mhm.
don't know if I could recommend it. You have to forgive a lot. And again, the people who are laughing real hard, like think about what these jokes like lean into before you guffaw a little too big. But yeah, a medium unsalted unevenly buttered popcorn.
Fair.
It has some laughs. I won't be watching this again on my own fruition. I'm gonna just keep a memory of some of the jokes in here. That's all I'm gonna do.
Fair enough. Fair enough. Kat?
We picked the bad movie. So I was going to pick a medium-sized bag of popcorn that is 2/3 the way filled to the top. You know when they move real fast at the movies,
Mhm.
and you just like, girl, what happened? That's how I feel about this movie with adult eyes. I've seen it a few times since the first time, but I'm just like, oh my god. So now I'm really looking at myself because I know we're not talking about the second movie, and I'm just like, I think those jokes are funny. Jail. Everyone's going to jail. That's the theme of this movie. Prison.
Everyone's going to jail.
Yes.
That's fair. That's fair. Yeah, this
Crazy.
gets a small for me. I know it was a big hit. It made 121 million off of $19 million budget. Like it was huge, huge profit. But just some stuff just really like rubbed me the wrong way. Like the whole Miss Man character with the ball sack. I wrote down, I was like, how did this even get past the MPAA? Honestly,
Bro,
I was like, this is R.
Yeah.
Um, and there was just some stuff that was like gross, but then there were some jokes that made me laugh. But like you have to be I think if you love Scream, there's some stuff here that's genuinely like really funny parody. Like when
Yeah.
Anna Faris is typing on the computer, it says a white woman in trouble and shit like that. Like that made me laugh because that's what this is. And then the black TV was like, white people die, we get the fuck out of here.
Yeah,
Like
he didn't even close the
moments like
door.
that like made me laugh. But then it was like clearly there was, a fighting of the tone and like what to really focus on because there's some ultra black shit in this that just at one point kind of fell out of place. Like the Marlon Wayans ending where he's talking to the camera and giving the rules. I actually think that was funny, but it's so random compared to what came before that third act. So it's just incredibly uneven, even for a comedy, which is really odd to say. So that's why I'm just getting it small for me. Justin, what's your rating?
Yeah, I'm giving it a small as well. I think it's uneven. It's uneven. Like some jokes were funny, others were just kind of cringy or just really just stupid. Like there's a lot of stupid humor in this. And I I like Naked Gun. I like Air. I love those movies, but like like this was even a little bit down from those. And now, Kat, to your point, Scary Movie 2, I felt like they hit a different level as far as like the jokes they do. It felt I think Scary Movie 2 is actually the better movie um of like the entire Scary Movie franchise. I think that's like the best one. I don't know what they're going to come out
The
with.
third one, the third one was with Charlie Sheen, right?
And it had
I
Yes.
think
signs.
so.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
With the
Yeah, and
Michael
that was
He's
Jackson
dope.
trash.
jokes.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah, so I think 2 was kind of like the height of the Scary Movie you know, series, but like yeah, this one I mean it was all right, but like yeah, it's a little too raw.
I haven't seen the second one since it came out in the theater, and I don't know if I will see it again. You know what it is? The second one, it sounds like y'all like prefer that one over this one. For
Yeah.
me, what bothers me most about the second one is, and obviously this isn't the actors, he's playing a role, like the guy with the disabled hand,
Yeah.
and I just remember like that I remember this viscerally because I was working in a movie theater at the time, and there was a gentleman who was an usher, and he had a disabled hand like that. And teenagers are coming out and laughing and joking about it. And I just remember being like, "Oh, art can hurt people." And Justin's over here he can't control himself because, but like like that's for me like that actually killed the comedy. Like
Well,
I
I
didn't think the
mean,
jokes were funny,
well,
but
hold
like
on.
that
Hold on. So because the strong hand thing, that was like one of the biggest jokes in that thing. That was the biggest quotable. So like for that guy, that was tough because like again, the biggest, most quotable joke throughout that entire film
Yeah,
is based. I mean, that's tough. I
no,
mean,
it's
like me, like I'm because that's so awkward. It's also something like I don't think that we, especially when you're young, you don't think about that stuff. But then to see somebody actually going through that, and it's just like, oh, do it with your strong hand, whatever. Like, yeah, that's
I think for me, like in
shit.
comedy, that's when I was like, you don't want to write comedy that makes fun of that stuff like that, like where people like can't change it. Like if someone's an asshole or like a piece of shit, yeah, make fun of that, like rip that apart, right? But like if someone like has an ailment or like a mental or physical disability that they can't control, like that's why the doofy stuff really rubbed me the wrong way because I'm like, you're just amplifying this and like the whole town's making fun of this guy. And it's just like that's not no.
But at the same time, that second one has that N1 commercial, the dribbling thing. Like that shit is like
That one was
one
funny.
of the
I
most
laughed a lot.
classic fucking things that's ever been done on film. Because as those commercials were a fucking hit, the parody of it in that
That
fucking
was good.
movie was fucking amazing.
Yeah,
Um,
but disability shit definitely
And
yeah,
was.
mind you,
And they
at
had
the
to
same
one up it
time,
with 2 disabled people just going
yeah, I was about
back
to
and
say
forth, back
that.
and
You
forth,
had the
back and
dude in
forth.
a wheelchair
On the
and you had the
wheelchair,
dude with the
yeah,
hand.
David
Yeah.
Cross, yeah.
Yeah.
Brandon,
Oh,
to your
Jesus.
point, that's fucking terrible. And that's what's like, there are a lot of jokes where it's just like, da 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 da. And I also shout out to you, shout out to past you for having that awareness in real time. Like
Mm.
obviously duh, but like given the time, like it's the 99
Mm,
2000s. So
yeah.
we know what was very much, I don't say the norm, but was like more socially acceptable. Like, you know what I'm saying? And now and for you just being just a kind human, because obviously there were a lot of people who were not. I'm pretty sure they were yelling my strong hand.
I've It's actually interesting because the early 2000s, I think, the 90s were like reckless and wild in a way that I think was like, just like, hey, like we're just going to do some crazy shit, but like it didn't feel malicious. Early 2000 stuff feels like malicious. Like when I think about this movie, I think about the Chappelle show. Like, Justin, I've talked about before on this podcast. Like there were parts of Chappelle show, especially growing up black in the suburbs, where that show I did not fuck with that show because they had that one sketch, the nigger family sketch, and all the white kids
Ooh.
had seen me talking about it, and like I was just like, I'm
Yeah.
not with this.
You're
You know what I mean?
almost
Like
giving them the opportunity to say it. You've given them the loophole.
it was so irresponsible, I thought. You know what I mean? Like it was just, and then Chappelle like later was like, oh, I felt like people were laughing at me when I was on set making the stuff than with me. And I was like, okay.
Like, nah,
Okay.
niggas, they were laughing at me.
Yeah.
Look at
Not
his
at
life
you. You
choices,
got
man.
money. They're laughing at me.
Look at his life. Look at the choice he made. Look at the trajectory. So, are they laughing at
Yeah.
you?
Yep. But speaking of choices, I know this is a bad movie, but I appreciate y'all bringing scary movies so we were able to rip the band-aid off and realize, oh, we don't have to do any more of these. we don't have to do it because guess what? We get to choose the movies we talk about. But we would love to have y'all back on to talk about like a just genuine, straight horror film, as long as it's not Terrifier or Hellraiser. We will talk about it.
Terrifier, I'm here for it, not Hellraiser.
I can't do
Hellraiser.
Terrifier.
Do
Whoa.
the
What did
Hellfire.
Hellraiser
Yo,
do to y'all?
Hellraiser, we watched the first one, and
Yo,
like when I tell
it's
y'all, like that shook me for days.
I
Like
love
I can't,
Hellraiser.
I can't.
We've
Mm-mm.
seen all of them. We've covered all 11
Jazz. Is something
movies.
wrong with you?
You open the box. We
Those were
came.
fucked
Let's
up.
go.
I can't believe
Yes.
y'all like those.
Angels to some, angels to many, demons to some. Ooh, yeah,
Jesus, and
it
the
fucked.
skin ripping off.
I saw it as a child. I thought that was the
Jesus
devil,
wept.
and if I did bad stuff, that's the hell I was going to. Pinhead was gonna beat my ass. That's
If
what I
if
thought.
that was like legit, like what the afterlife for bad people looks like dealing with those kind of demons, I think everyone would be the best person on earth because that stuff is this like Pinhead and that whole. Anyways, Jazz and Cat, please tell the listeners how they can follow y'all and keep up with Girl That's Scary because I'm getting goosebumps. I'm getting chills. I don't want to keep talking about. I don't want to talk about Hellraiser no more.
He's
Sorry.
scared.
Well, y'all can find us at Girl That's Scary pretty much everywhere. We are not on Twitter anymore,
No.
but we are on Blue Sky,
That's fair.
girlthat'scary.bsky.social, Girl That's Scary on Instagram. We also have an email, grltspot@gmail.com if you want to send us an inquiry or something like that. And if you want bonus stuff, we also have a Patreon. So we got all kinds of stuff. Every Thursday, we out here wherever you listen to podcasts talking about something scary or sci-fi or those one-off movies that Cat or I have just decided it's not scary or sci-fi, but we're gonna talk about it anyway. We talked about Gang of
Mm-hmm.
Roses one time, so that was
Okay.
because we could.
Shook it up a little bit.
Yeah,
Yeah.
musicals.
Yeah,
It's getting crazy.
All right. Folks, as always, you can follow our podcast at Medium P Podcast on all social media platforms. You can follow me at Frodo_Blackens on Instagram and Threads. Be sure to support the podcast at coffee.com/media popcorn or patreon.com/media popcorn. Either way, it supports the show, but you get hours and hours of bonus content if you sign up for that patreon.com/media popcorn. Got $2, $5, $10, and $15 tiers.
That's right.
Good packages, all that good stuff,
Good package.
Eat some butter. Yep. And just how can people follow you, baby?
And stop calling me baby. Guys, you can follow me at J Brown Ditto on all the social media platforms. That's where I'm at, and that's what I did. What did I do? You'll never find out.
Yeah, we don't know what Justin did. But Jazz and Kat, don't y'all think after talking about this movie and how men should just be affectionate to each other, just let it happen? No more, resistance. Shouldn't Justin just let me call him baby and
We
not
should
push back
respect
on it?
everyone's boundaries.
That's what I was saying.
okay?
I think we should
That's
do
what
things
we
that
should
you
do.
consent us to
Thank
do.
you.
But I do
Thank
agree
you,
with just
Brandon.
living
Well,
in your truth.
I thought when we put y'all that it was gonna be,
I'm so sorry.
it was gonna be-
That's right. My side, nigga. My side. That's right. Keep it up. Keep it up. And I'm going to start releasing some files on your ass. The Brandon Collins files.
Oh no.
Not an expose.
Surviving Brandon Collins.
This is gonna be
Coming
pictures
to
of us in a
Tubi.
million sketch comedy.
Going crazy.
And just like be my offensive accents because I couldn't ever do any different character accents. Just very problematic.
It's really bad, guys. It's really bad.
Yeah, I was supposed to do like an Irish accent, and like everyone was like, "You sound Jamaican." Like this is really bad. Yeah, my dialects are all
No one knew what he was doing. There was no. It was not. It didn't sound Jamaican. It just sounded like pure trash.
During one sketch, like one of the actors literally had to stop it. Like obviously it was a rehearsal, it wasn't a live performance, but he was like, who are you supposed to be?
No. It was during the live performance. He stopped. It says, "Where are you from?" He literally stopped. He says, "Where are you from?" He's like, "Oh," and he faded into the background.
Yeah, it was bad. All right, Kat and Jazz, thank you so much for joining us. We appreciate y'all.
Thank you.
And folks, we'll talk to y'all next week.
Indeed. Peace.
Medium popcorn. We are two niggas spoiling movies. Yeah. Brandon Collins, that's me, and Justin Brown for your movie needs. Medium popcorn. Woo! You haven't seen it, well, we're gonna spoil it. Spoil it in your face. That's your warning. So if you get pissed, it's all your fault.